Hey boys and girls, welcome back to map number 2 in our first BO3 bracket match, CLG versus Enemy. And this time it's going to be Enemy on the CT side of Mirage, facing off against the terrorist side of CLG. And let's get it cracking.
And again, Enemy getting the start off on CT side and the more favored side this time. Hopefully he's going to be able to help them out a little more. One thing I'm looking forward to more is just seeing more CT sided play from Kusta too. Because obviously, again, CT sided Opera, the Opera's going to get a lot more star time, essentially, for lack of a better word here. So hopefully that can boost the Enemy side of things and make it a little better. Ironically enough, Kusta is going to be the first player that goes down in this matchup, as JDM is going to find a nice headshot there. Kind of getting swarmed by it. The Molly actually goes in connector too, and he's going to cut off the push. So Uber's going to capitalize on that. He's going to pick up a headshot, takes down Hayes with it, and Mainline try to push the window room. He's being held back by JDM for right now, and Tarek as well finding another. Oh my goodness!
Anomaly
inside the connector
life.
there. Relics, Anomaly, and Anomaly again, finding 1, 2, and 3 for the players here on Enemy, just like that. And now JDM is going to be the last one alive with 26 HP. He's on the run back over towards spawn. Going to try to see if he can get the Ninja Plat today, and to be honest, he might actually get it, but I think they're going to catch on to it by the time he gets over there.
Well, he started walking. Relics would have hurt him running, but they are rotating Anomaly back over towards the A-bomb site. Really, one click from that, 1 or 2 clicks from that USP should be enough to take him down. And they're just going to be very, very passive. Wait for him to tap the bomb, and then go for the peak. But the big thing about that round, I thought Mainline was dead for sure. Playing in the ladder room up on Catwalk, he was getting flanked out by, I believe that was Hazed, coming around the corner quick on him. And Anomaly just rips Hazed, takes him down. And that was just a very clean play. Very, very well done. Good cover fire from his teammates. And here comes the bomb plant. Can Anomaly stop it? No, they actually give it to him. Anomaly does tag him down to 11 HP, but that's going to leave it all on JDM. And JDM goes down to the hands of Skylar, so that will be a 1-0 now for Enemy. They finally managed to close out a round. Yeah, and based upon this here, hopefully we can see more than just that one round picked up by them and see a little bit more of a stronger half of them as well, as I was just talking about before. If they're able to stack up the money very well here in these anti-ecos, then they're going to be looking at a much better half overall here if they can manage that money. That was one of the big problems for CLG, was that, again, the money situation for them wasn't the best. Thankfully, they had the saving grace of the fact that they just won so many damn rounds in a row that it didn't actually end up mattering. But, of course, here, if we see Enemy suffering from a different fate, whereas, of course, CLG are actually able to steal a couple of these rounds away, which, again, is rather likely, considering the way our last map went. Then it's going to be on Anomaly.
It's going to make it a lot harder for them to consistently keep the buys rolling and consistently keep the round wins up as well.
Ooh, Anomaly, don't get swarmed here. They're going to be running all the way in, and this is going to be on Mainline, who does manage to do a handful of damage, but he's not able to get the kills. And Anomaly, there it is, 1, 2, and 3. Kusta's going to be there for the last 2, but Anomaly, nice spray control, takes down 3 players over in that bomb site. And they end up getting the second round with only 1 casualty on the board, and that was Mainline dropping the FAMAS. So not a big deal there. He's going to go ahead and buy up the M4. Actually, he tosses it over. What's he going to have? MP7. Try to put some money in the bank.
And now we see here as well where exactly push will be coming from CLG this time, is because they were able to get that plant on the first round. They are going to go for the force up this time. I believe, obviously, Enemy were aware of this, and that's why they went for rifles on that previous round. But now Hayes trying to make the entry. Completely perfect flash goes through, and it is going to be Hayes that finds the first pickup there. He's going to be able to take down Uber. Now working for control of the A site here, and to be completely honest, they've already got it for the most part. Relics can't see crap sitting outside here of Connector, and then everybody else is trying to work their way in either over towards Jungle, where his teammate Relics is already at, or back over here towards Ticket Box, where there's 2 more stacked up, but they're smoked off there too, so they're going to have to go for a blind retake or get smokes of their own in there if they want to have any chance of doing it. And CLG, all this time, has been given so much time to get into post-plant positions.
Yeah, look at that. Mainline actually goes all the way across the site. They don't spot anything. He can't even see anybody firebox. They do know that there is one there. Anomaly's going to be able to trade that out. JDM and FNS going to be able to shut down the rest of it, and they take the first gun round. And again, only Hayes dying, so that definitely bodes well for their economy. And now, Enemy is going to be forced to save, and this is not the situation they want to be in to start off their CT side half on Mirage. They don't want to be in a buy-save half.
No, not at all. And unfortunately for them, at least for now, they are going to be forced into such a situation. So this round, they're going to go for a kind of fairly typical eco strat as far as they're concerned, where they do just go for the all in up through middle here and try to see if they can catch any sort of middle aggression, as oftentimes you'll see the TT going for that. But for CLG, that's not what's going on here. In fact, they don't really have any sort of presence there at all. They're just focused on that A-take. They're going right for it, but they're a little bit slow on this one too, so they're going to give Enemy the time needed to get themselves back through connector and sort of spread out within this site itself. But again, The gun's heavily favoring CLG once again, not really having any trouble picking up these kills. Hayes is going to find one. Anomaly does get a response, but now you've got Finesse picking up another one as well. And they already know where quite a few of these last few players are located. Anomaly back over by the ticket box. Uber has revealed himself over here on the steps, and then Kusta.
Anomaly's got the bomb down.
Has he now? And look at this. Finesse and Tarek both at 1 HP too, so there is a very small chance, but he's at 3 HP, and oh, he's missed the openers. He's picked up an AK now, but he's got to be perfect. Finds one, drops the bomb again, and now we're going to see, but there's the shot to the back from Tarek as he comes up the ramp. Although it was getting very, very...
what an effort from Anomaly.
Very close for a second. Doesn't end up coming out on top for the players not on enemy. So CLG will pick up that second round. Getting very close. They will to rebuy for quite a bit here. And their money will be staying low, as will the CTs, but they'll get another buyout again. So this means probably an eco for both teams, regardless of who wins. Well, obviously, the team that loses will eco.
Right.
I said that wrong.
Unless there's a bomb plan, which you still might see CLG go for some sort of a force-up since they know that the money situation on enemy side is not the healthiest. But again, they actually send Finesse down through underpass. They've got 3 in mid, so mid control being yielded here by enemy. A lot of players from the CLG forces are over there in mid, but look at the aggression here in the B halls. And I think Finesse figured it out. He's going to go ahead and drop the molly behind the smoke, just in case anybody was holding in that little kitchen room at the top side of the banana halls.
So what's interesting about this is he's probably called the all clear at this point. So, I mean, you can see the position. They're ready for an A take, but in all reality, if he fails to hold this initial push, if we still see CLG back over here committed to this push through apartments, and if he fails to hold, then he could very well screw himself. But I think they actually just got wise to what was going on. Gusta's come back to help out now, so they're back to the default split.
Yeah, the biggest part about this right now is they've actually got full aggression up on Cat, and nobody's really spotting this. There you go. Mainline actually spots one out. Kusta's going to be able to find one frag on the catwalk players, and now they've got Anomaly falling back to the kind of crook corner back here in the backside of this site. They're going to go ahead and filter on out. Tarek is going to lose his life, but Hayes is going to be there, and Finesse is going to be able to find Kusta. So mainline coming in to sweep one under the rug, and JDM and Finesse are still going to be chiming in with more kills, and it's going to be just JDM and Finesse to try to close out this round now, and it's going to be mainline in the backside of the site. He's still trying to spot out, trying to get a line of sight onto any of these players that are remaining in the site. Oh, JDM, one tap to the face. Mainline down and out. 3-2 now for CLG.
And now with a huge, or not really huge, but now getting a bigger lead like that going for CLG, not going to be what enemy wants to deal with. And we just talked about this, they're back on that sort of buy and save routine here for enemies. So this is, unless we see some big frags coming up on these players, this is probably going to be another pretty quick victory for the CLG side of things. We can even see this confidence in the form that Cutler has gone back down to an SMG just to try and stack up a little bit more cash this time around.
And while we got a second here, let's talk about Tarek a little bit, trying to hold down that B bomb site, and he's going to do it with great success. He's going to get another nice shot there. Finesse is going to be there as well, and we're going to go ahead and take that B bomb site with complete and utter vigor. Get the bomb plane as well, and they're just going to be holding on to this one for dear life. Well, not really dear life, because it's only pistols, and there's only 3 of them left alive, so
yeah.
Tough spot.
So as we said, another round that easily will go into the hands of CLG. And then we'll pretty much go from here on the enemy side of things, because they are essentially approaching the infinite cycle, as it were, for the CT side. So similarly to that game we had before, now they're going to be able to get to a point where, again, they're going to be given a lot more room to sort of experiment with themselves here.
Hey, Cutler finally got a kill with the SMG right at the very end.
And try to figure out how exactly they want to play the CT side. So they'll buy up, but as we're heading into this round, let's take a listen into one of the teams,
CLG,
and see what they're thinking.
You guys are calm. Molly window. Yep. Main connector right away. I'm gonna flash too. Flashing mid. I'm flashing too. Flashing on the box. I'm gonna flash over and through the smoke. I'm blind. Could be aggressive. Flashing over. Window. Connector. Flashing close. Flash close. Watch out. One more mid. Close mid dead. I'm not. One more window. Connector. One more connector. Connector off me. I mollied it. There's 2 connector then. Another one. Like stairs.
I'm planning. Fuck it. He's gonna go spawn. Let's find it for spawn.
Okay.
I have a flash. I have to flash it to it. Flash it. Two there. Nice flash. Last guy's probably a connector jungle.
I'm hiding. Can you get contact?
Oh, by me. What the fuck?
No. Sandwich. Peek him. Nice job, guys. Good shit.
Well, that's some good comms right there. Obviously, that pop flash into CT spawn paying dividends on from Finesse to Tarek. And that's kind of the hero play that you need to pull in a 2 versus 3 situation. Flash on through. If it's not effective, I mean, you're already down a man in that situation, but the teamwork is definitely there. I think it was a pretty high risk but high reward flash. Obviously, he picks up the 2 kills in CT spawn, and they're able to isolate the last player who was mainline coming over the top by Sandwich.
And CLG actually going to go for a little bit more active mid control this time around. They haven't gone for that so much so far here. And Kusta back over. Woo! Oh my goodness, man. Kusta dodging the play. He's getting ready with
another one! Oh, he's in it this time, no!
He gets in the corner again and he's safe, but holy crap, Kusta, man.
Throw another molly!
This play Don't Touch the Lava right now, Counter-Strike Edition, so he's going to make it out of that. And I think CLG might actually get a false sense of security, but I'm going to assume they're smarter than that and they've noticed him. But now this mid-control's been gained, and the thing is they've actually split away from here and gone for the more default, at least lining up the 2 players there to go for the more default A-take with these 2 near underpass over here, getting ready to work their way in through connector.
Oh, there's another volley!
But that was way out there, so he can spot this. And I think they're assuming...
oh, that time! Oh, that's... well, how anticlimactic was that?
He was sitting there waiting for so long, like... And CLG, I think the whole time knew he was stuck in that corner, so it was just so unfortunate. He had nowhere to run. Any way that got pegged, he was probably going to end up getting headshot. Or burned alive. You know, one of those 2.
One or the other. He had a couple of options there, at least. Finesse coming around from the backside of CT spawn. Going to go ahead and clean that one up. Take it down 6-2 now, and it's been a flawless 6 rounds in a row for CLG, looking strong in their T side of Mirage.
And now we'll see... Again, as the money continues to stack up for them, and we continue on that very vicious cycle here for enemy.
Buy save.
What exactly is it going to take for them to pick up around here? As
well, you see, Blue, they either need to defuse the bomb or eliminate all of the terrorists.
That's Counter-Strike 101 there.
Well, you see,
it gets a little bit deeper than that.
Should I get my Madden Skadoodler out here? If they get the pick over here like Relics does at the top and then defend the B bomb site from the bomb plant, they're going to be able to get the bomb plant.
What is that drawing in the middle? What were you?
I'm not really sure. That was where Relics killed the guy mid.
Oh, okay. I was trying to figure out if you were drawing a picture or if you were just trying to make a diagram. It looked like something else. But
it was my Madden Skadoodle.
Anyway, this is brought into a 3-on-2 situation now. The plant coming out now, but actually moving pretty aggressively back onto the site here. Relics way out already, but gets himself behind cover there. Trying to play against Tarek at the bench, but keep in mind again, he has no head armor there. So that's going to be very, very vulnerable here. And again, he will pick up 1 kill, so that brings it back into a 2-on-2 even situation. Uber gets the smoke at her 2 and the molly into apartments. The molly's going to be a bit off angle, but Uber already going for the defuse. Doesn't even matter. Those Cutler takes him out. Now it's Relics with just 1 HP versus Cutler. Cutler's playing a ring around the rosy with Relics. Should be an easy kill. And there you have it. Another close round, but at the end of it, CLG once again coming out on top. I think it was a scoreline of 2-7, still heavily in lead here on the T side. And this is going to be problematic regardless of what happens for the rest of this half. Because even if we see, a stellar comeback from enemy at this point where they swing it back in a huge way, you're looking at 7 rounds picked up on T side here on Mirage. Yeah. And that's already a great half for any T-sided team here.
And now Kusta's going to have the scout. There's going to be a little bit of mid-presence being played from the CLG side. He's going to be able to take a little bit of damage off of Hayes. He's going to be looking for JDM as well, but now JDM's got a little bit of an angle play on him. Waiting for the peak to come out, and Kusta is going to be able to capitalize. Hayes does manage to take down Relics as well as FNS onto Uber.
Great jump shot, Kusta.
I don't even know what to say. Oh my God, things are happening!
That was like, man, I just want to kill.
That was a great shot! It was a really awesome little trick jump scout shot, but yeah. About that.
So
Anomaly, though, he's making a bit at this. He's picked up 2. It's down to a 2 versus 1.
So Anomaly again here. Actually going to go for this. And as we already mentioned, Hayes at 7 HP and Cutler at 52. If he could play this right, there is an opportunity. The smoke comes out. Not really going to do too much. And then Hayes will just casually pop out there, peek him, and find the response headshot to take him down. So again, CLG still not having too much trouble here. 2-8. And we're right back on to another safer enemy.
Yes, we are. So, I mean, that's man, nothing going right for enemy right now. I mean, heat of the moment, you hear some footsteps, you don't realize that your teammate's actually, you might have thought that, the little bleep that's on the map there was actually his teammate up on cat or something of that nature. But Hayes, he's just going ham sandwich this round. Sprays down 4 of them. He's looking for the ace. He's giving chase for the ace. He's just going to run the molly. Is he going to run the molly? Again!
Cutler.
They steal another ace. I think that's like the second or third time that we've seen Hayes. Like,
I love how climactic that was of a steal too, because Cutler was just sitting up on top of the fence waiting to drop
like, yeah,
down.
go ahead, Hayes.
He's like, yeah, Hayes, I'll chill up here. Oh,
no.
wait. How's it feel?
Taken down.
But still, Hayes, of course, goes ham there. On a Nikos, not super duper impressive, but very nice break control. He's going to be able to pick up the 4 kills very easily, stacking up the cash. And now we go back into another buy round here for the CTs, but they absolutely have to try and put up a big defense here because so far there just hasn't been any. CLG just rips through them every time, or they get a man up or down and they go for a default take and there's just not enough of defense left because unfortunately enemy either reveal themselves too early or they just can't win these earlier 1v1s, and that's been the huge problem for enemy, not just here but on the last map in this entire set is 1v1s and just the individual skill matchups here. Unfortunately, enemy just cannot win anything against individual CLG members.
Look at this. All of CLG is over by this A bomb site trying to take it, and they forgot something. Cutler's going to be able to pick off one. JDM's going to be able to go in one. They're just saying, we don't even need the bomb. We're just going to pile drive you every route on the map, and it doesn't really matter. Now, what would be funny is if Relics falls all the way back, and then they don't get the bomb to the bomb site in time, and Relics ends up winning in a 1 versus 4 by some crazy stretch of the imagination. But they're chasing right now. They're frag hungry on CLG, and they have a right to be. And not saying that it's the right play for them to be making, because it's definitely not. They'd still be playing this seriously. But it's just one of those kind of things where they're in the driver's seat right now. 9 rounds, soon to be 10 rounds on the terrorist side of Mirage. That's a big half.
Alex again at this point. Not really looking for any sort of kills here, just looking to get away with that op as he continues to sneak around this map. Currently hanging out in the alley right now, but JDM probably going to be encroaching upon him in just a few moments. Same goes for everybody else here, and there you have it. Hayes running up the steps. He's going to find the kill, takes down Relics, and no save Reno for the players here on enemy. And they are actually going to go for the buy again, but this time it's going to be at a much less volume, as we can see here. Pretty much nobody with head armor, but again, CT side, so it's not a huge deal. 2 FAMASas on the board so that those 2 players can get their smokes and flash combos, and then Kusta has gone pretty much for the value option, as it were, as he goes for the scout, and as well, same thing with the smoke and 2 flashes.
There you go. JDM going to open things up on Uber. They've got Relics underneath the balcony. They're going to be able to spot him out. He's going to take that fight up top, and Finesse is going to be able to clean him up. But Kusta is going to be there with the scout. Takes down another one. We're trading back and forth, and now it's going to be a 3-on-2 favoring the terrorist side of CLG. They're going for the plant in the smoke, trying to line it up. Not able to get it. Anomaly. Still looking through the smoke. He's going to do significant damage to Cutler, but now he's all by himself, and the mollies come raining on in. He's actually in front of him. I don't know if they realize that he's actually that far up. Flashbang comes out. Flashbang comes out. What are the nades they got? They still have 2 flashes and an HE. Flashbang comes out, and Tarek just decides to say, screw it, I'm going to go kill him. 11-2.
And getting very close, of course. 2 rounds left here in this first half. And I mean, obviously, with another round on the board, it's not as bad as Cash, but it's, you know, in the grand scheme of things, it's essentially just as bad as we were in Cash. Potentially even worse here, too, because of it's CT side, and they should be picking up so many more rounds. 11 rounds to terrorist side. There's not a lot of prospects left here that could potentially save enemies' upper bracket life, at least, come the second half.
Oh, and this should be a spray down from Finesse. Double nades, though, up mid. Mainline and Relics are going to be able to find a couple themselves, and nice flashbang. Finesse goes down. It's kind of a last-ditch effort here on their CT side to pull some rounds together, and they're going to do relatively well so far. You can see Tarek. Oh, boy, what is this? Tarek finds himself in jungle by himself right next to stairs through connector. He's going to be able to clean 2 more players up over the A-bomb site as they rotate back on over. So all of that aggression in middle doesn't yield them exactly what they were looking for in this round, as Tarek is going to negate it with a double himself. And Cutler's very low, but Tarek, he's not done yet. That's the triple on the round. Looking for 1 more. It's going to be mainline with only 21 HP, and Cutler's there. 12-2 now as we come into the final round of this first half of the second map.
And with, again, here, everybody on CLG maxed out. Not going to be any trouble buying for them whatsoever. The players on enemy, they're going to have to go for the value purchase here once again and pretty much scavenge out anything they can get onto the board here, which is FAMASas, a Swag 7 on Anomaly, and for mainline and Kusta, they are able to get those M4s. And actually, overall, they can still get a decent amount of nades. But, again, with the lackluster guns, not looking too good to pick up the overall round here. It's just been CLG ever since those first 2 rounds, of course, running it over time after time after time. 12 times to be exact in a row.
Yes. But a little bit more of an opening for this round for them. Uber's going to be able to pick up a double here
well,
to start things off.
Look
at all the ops they have on the
like this is kind of a throwaway round for CLG. Like CLG is just,
we saw them do this
around
yesterday
here.
too,
Yeah.
I think they actually lost the round that they bought 5 ops in.
They're probably going to lose this, to be honest.
Probably.
We'll see, but this is definitely a we know we got enough of an advantage in the first half, so let's have some fun here in the 15th round.
Might as well. But again, it's going to be Hazed and Cutler trying to push their way in towards the A-bomb site. They do find some damage on Akusta. This round's still not over, 2v4. Flashbang comes on out, going to be peeking over towards that area. And Akusta actually still alive in kitchen, but Relics does go down. Akusta finally able to find another kill, and it's going to be on Hayes in a 1v3. Ooh, Hayes takes the scope down just at the wrong time. They do have a flank coming out from Halls. And there it is. Uber, it doesn't matter. Uber picks up the triple on the round, and that will be a 12-3 halftime score. But again, if CLG wins the pistol round, they're going to be looking at that 15-2 scoreline before all is said and done here.
And then you're only one gun round away, and I mean,
exactly.
Considering the very large 12-round streak that sits before your eyes as you hit the tab button, I don't think that we'll have too much trouble closing out that gun round if they pick up the pistol. And even if they don't, they're only 4 rounds away from doing it, and they'll be on the CT side too, which makes it even easier for them. So more than likely, I mean, like, every single odd is pointing towards CLG at this point.
Yeah.
Not a lot they can save enemy. If enemy bring it back, and again, we saw a lot of matches that were at scorelines like this, where teams were able to actually swing it back and potentially almost win the match. But again, CLG versus enemy, and you already talked about the experience gap here too, so it's definitely going to be rough, to say the least. But we'll have to wait and see as we are going into the pistol round now for our second half at this very moment.
All right, so CLG, CT side. Gustav picks up the P250, but the rest of them are going to go for some couple of flash bangs and some Glock work as well. And look at this, actually pushed up all the way through mid is going to be Cutler, but he's going the wrong direction. They're actually going to be going towards that B-bomb site. And Tarek is going to actually spot this out, so his teammate is going to stay there. I believe that's JDM with him in that B-bomb site. No, pardon me, JDM is over by the truck, or by jungle. I don't even know what the hell map I'm on right now. Alex goes down. Tarek is going to be able to find one. Anomaly still up there in the hallway. He does not have the bomb. The bomb has been dropped inside of the B-bomb site. Now Anomaly is going to get flanked out by Cutler. And Cutler's going to be able to find that headshot. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Tarek goes into one, and Cutler finishes off main line. So just like that, that ruse that they had, you know, we talked about it in the last map about how that second half pistol round for CLG when they got on the T side of Cash, how they threw that fake over towards the B-bomb site and took the A-bomb site off the rotation. Tried to do a similar thing here, enemy on the terrorist side, and it just doesn't work because Tarek playing aggressive in the halls in the B-bomb site is going to be able to spot that out.
So now again here, enemy kind of not a lot of a choice here but to go for the force up, as unless they want to play for the tie, they're not really going to have the patience to wait for that 4th round, and they're still being given one freebie here to buy up and still won't be able to move into that 4th round with everything they need. Hayes, though, again, this is the confidence buy from Hayes. He does this extremely often, just looking to stack up cash. Anomaly is going to get a response, but Hayes now with the shotgun, going to find anything he can, which will be one, and that's it. And CLG clean up the rest.
I was following him. I was so hyped. I was ready for it. No bomb plan, no extra money. Hayes going to hold on to that Nova for another round.
He'll stick with it because that's exactly what the point of this is. He does this in anti-ecos when, obviously, again, it's a fairly confident anti-eco situation for his team just to stack up extra money. He's done this against many other NA teams in the past in online matchups.
Oh, of course. I mean, you'd be surprised that. Whoa! All right. Well, he does that too sometimes apparently. But JDM, he's going to be able to take off 2 of them in the mid. It's going to be Kusta in main line down and out. Relics at the top side of mid as well, but he's getting pushed on by Tarek as Tarek comes up and around the side. He's going to be able to take him down with a nice spray down from that M4, and that's going to leave Anomaly by his lonesome coming around from Catwalk. And there's nothing he's going to be able to do. Finesse actually turning his back through connector, but he's got to come all the way around. And they double peek him as well, and that's just really unfortunate. Gets the damage onto JDM. Can't seal the deal, though. 2 HP, 15-3. And we're looking at map and match point.
So this will probably be it here. We'll see again what exactly the full buy for the terrorist side here on enemy is able to offer. It's going to be a little bit light again on the support side of things here. Full buy on the armor department as well as the guns department with the exception of mainline, but mainline has gone tactically here to buy the Galil instead of necessity, apologies, just so that they can get a little bit more of an 8 stack going here, but again, once they actually use those to get into the site, they don't really have a lot for post-plant, and that poses a pretty big issue. So the trade's here to start off, bringing it into a 4-on-3, now a 4-on-2, 4-on-1, and it's only Uber, and he just goes out to peek there, so they know that one's over. And that is going to close out the set, guys. 16-3 is going to be our second and final map score, which means CLG is going to move on to the upper bracket semifinals. And as for Enemy, they're not out of this event just yet, but they are going down to the lower brackets where they'll face off against, I believe, the loser of the other matches that are taking place on the other stream at the moment.
I'm not exactly sure how it's going to pan out, but 32-4 was the round total in that matchup right there. 32-4 in favor of CLG. Tremendous, tremendous job from them. And we will be back in just a little while for the next set of matches for you guys. So make sure you don't go anywhere. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back very, very soon.